What is going on, everyone? Yvonne here. Now, let's be real for a second. Whenever you're trying to book an appointment, going back and forth can kill a lot of deals because most of the time, you're just waiting for the person to reply. And honestly, if they're really busy, things can slip through the crack really quick. And that's exactly where platforms like GoHighLevel shine, just because they can automate the whole process. Essentially, the way it would work is after a single email with your calendar link included, all the future follow-up, SMS reminders, and confirmations can be sent out for you. So in this guide, I'm going to walk you guys through step by step on how to set up your guys' calendar inside of GoHighLevel and automate the whole process. So without a further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before we get going here, let's first walk through why this is so important. As I mentioned before, and this is especially true if you're trying to get more customers, a lot of times you're hitting folks up via email. And whenever you're sending an email and people are like, hey, let's meet, when time works for you, then you usually say the times that work for you, then they say the time that works for them, and then you go back and forth. However, if you're doing it at a larger scale, where you're doing meetings, you're sending out confirmation emails, and you're sending reminders, things can get crazy really quick. So that's the whole point of GoHighLevel and what it's supposed to solve. Now, I am going to be sharing my screen here for this tutorial, so if you guys do want to follow along or even try out the platform for yourself, feel free to check out the link down below in the description for a free trial of the platform. Cool. Now, once you guys click on the link, it's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and press the 14-day free trial. Go ahead and type in your guys' company name, your full name and email address, and then from there, select if you guys want the starter or the unlimited plan, insert your payment information, click this little box, start your day 14 free trial, and boom, you'll be ready to go. Now, if you're deciding between the plans, I'm going to keep it nice and short for you guys. If you're doing it for your own business, go ahead and go with the starter plan just because majority of the features are going to be there. However, if you're an agency that's doing marketing and sales for many different businesses, go ahead and go with the unlimited plan just because that way you can have an unlimited amount of sub accounts. Great. Now we've created an account, we're ready to go. So where do we go from there? Now, as I mentioned before, when it comes to GoHighLevel, there's going to be two sorts of features you may have. There's going to be agency features, and then there's going to be sub account features. Now, when it comes to the specific calendar that you're going to be working with, the sub account is where you're going to be spending the most amount of time because each specific sub account is going to be tied to a specific business. So that means that we need to create a sub account for a specific business that we're working on. Now, in order to do that, let's go ahead and scroll down here and go to sub accounts. Let's press create sub account. Go ahead and press blank snapshot. It's going to be a lot faster. Let's add it manually. So first and last name, email, business name, business phone, address, city, country, add sub account, and boom, you'll be ready to go. Alrighty, so our business is created within GoHighLevel. So where do we go from here? Now let's go ahead and click here to switch, and let's go to that individual sub account. Now these are going to be your business settings. Now when it comes to your specific business settings, there are going to be a lot. There's going to be your dashboard, the conversations that you're having, the calendars, contacts, opportunities, payments, pretty much everything that a CRM and a marketing platform has to offer. But for this tutorial, we are going to be spending more time in the calendar section. So let's go ahead and go there. Your screen may look a little different depending if you've created a calendar or not. So let's go ahead and go to calendar settings. And this is actually where we can create a specific calendar that I'll be working with. Now, when I say calendar, here's what I mean. If you click on share here, click copy, go ahead, paste it out. You can actually see exactly all the different times available and people can just go ahead and book. If you select a specific time, press select. And of course, you can go ahead and modify this. You can go ahead and insert your first name, last name, email, additional information, and schedule meeting. Now, if you guys want to create your own, it's pretty straightforward. All you got to do is press on this new calendar. There's going to be 4 different options. There's going to be personal booking, round robin, class booking, or collective booking. And it kind of depends on who you want to get that call. If you want it to be a one-on-one, let's say you're going to be the sole founder and you want all the calls to go to you, just go ahead and use the personal booking. However, if you're running a sales team and you want to make sure that all the leads are going to be fairly distributed, go ahead and go with round robin. If you're hosting a class, go ahead and go with class booking. And if there's going to be more than one host by one participant, let's go ahead and use the collective booking. There's going to be a couple more types like the event calendar and service booking. However, those are going to be outside of the scope of this video. Now, I do got to warn you, if I go ahead and press on personal booking, where it says select team member, you actually need to select exactly what team member you want to use. Now, right over here, it says, yo, what's up? That's going to be the team member that I have under my team. However, for most of you, you're not going to have that. So to get around this, we do need to go to the agency settings. So let's go ahead and click right over here at the top, go to agency view, let's go to settings, let's go to team, and bam, you can see that there are currently 2 members that we have created. There's going to be the member that I've registered with, and there's going to be the secondary member that you guys saw. Now, for most of you, if you're starting from scratch, you're not going to have that secondary member. And that's where you need to create one, because for each sub account, you need to have like an admin of some sort where you go ahead and correlate them to a specific calendar. So let's go ahead and add user here. We're going to name Yo, let's go. Last name is going to be blank. Keep it nice and cool. We can give them any email. Let's press next. So the sub account that I have listed is EasyRay. And if I want to associate them with a specific account, it's pretty straightforward. So add the specific account right over here, go ahead and under user type, and it kind of depends on what you're looking for, either being control of an agency or an account. In this case, I'm going to pick an account. They're going to be an admin. Let's press save, and boom, we got yo, what's up, yo, let's go, and Ivan Borzenko, which is my name. Cool. So we should be ready to go. Now let's go ahead and go back to our sub account. Let's go to calendars, calendar settings, and we'll be ready to create our new calendar. All right. So personal booking. And as you see here, we got yo, let's go, and yo, what's up. That can be 2 potential team members. And keep in mind, for booking availability, we can actually play around different times. So right over here, I have it set with typical working hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. However, you guys can always change this up. And then for the meeting duration, you can have it be controlled through how many minutes each meeting is going to be. And if we go to the advanced settings, we can actually upload our own logo, change the calendar name, yo, let's go, right? You probably want it to be more professional than that. Have a quick little description, tell the person exactly what the meeting is going to be about, and if there are going to be any forms that they need to fill out, and then enter the meeting location, meeting color, stuff like that, right? And that's where I would put the Zoom link or whatever you're using. So here you can actually play around with the user availability. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll probably have different availabilities on a specific day. There's going to be features you can play with, forms and payments. So depending if any forms are going to be needed to fill out, or if you're collecting any type of payment, notifications, and any additional questions that you can add if needed, and then customizations to make it all look cool. Alrighty, so once that's done, let's go ahead and press save, and bam, yo, let's go is going to be ready to be in business. So check it out. We got 3 different calendars. We got yo, let's go's personal calendar, and yo, mama's personal calendar. So depending on what we want to use, we can either send us directly inside of an email by literally just going to actions, copying the specific link, and then if I go ahead and copy and paste it, this is where it's going to take us. And I can easily just book a time here by entering my first last name, phone number, email, and as you guys saw, we can add further questions here, schedule meeting, and boom, we're going to be ready to go. However, this is where the automations really come in, because after that person has actually booked, what happens after? And that's exactly where the automations come in. So under the sub account features, let's go ahead and go to automations. Let's go ahead and create a workflow, and there's going to be 2 different options to choose from. There's going to be either creating it from scratch or from a template. Now, before we get going here, the way that an automation would work in this case is around an if-then statement. So if something happens, which in this case, someone actually booking an appointment with us, then X, Y, and Z is going to follow. And in our case, the X, Y, and Z is going to be a confirmation email, an SMS, appointment reminders, stuff like that, or even internal notifications if needed. To keep things easy, let me show you a quick example with the templates. So we'll select one from a template here, let's press on that. And as you guys see here, under the different categories, there are going to be 4 customer appointments. Now, when it comes to the templates, each one of them is going to be a little different just because there's going to be one for an appointment confirmation plus a reminder, a recipe for no-show nurture, or a recipe for a simple appointment booking. So we can go ahead and select any one of them, but I think this one at the very end is going to be the most practical. So boom, let's go ahead and create a template here. And as you guys see here, this one is going to be a big one. There's going to be a lot of different steps. So I don't want this to scare you guys. I'm going to go through the whole thing. Now, remember what I said about the triggers, if-then statements? Here's exactly where it's going to come into play. So in this case, the trigger is going to be a basic appointment. Now let's go ahead and add a filter here. We're going to have it be in calendar, and we're going to go ahead and select exactly what calendar we want to use. So in this case, let's go ahead and choose yo, let's go's calendar. Let's save this trigger. And now this whole thing is going to be done for us. There's going to be confirmation email that's going to be sent out. Then 24 hours before an appointment, there's going to be another email and SMS. 1 hour before an appointment, there's going to be another email that's going to go out, then another SMS. Then 1 hour after an appointment, there's going to be an internal notification. And then from there, there's going to be a lot of if-then logic, but we can delete this just to keep it simple. So as you guys might have noticed, it's kind of like the domino line. One little domino hits a bunch of other ones. And it's just a conga line in a way. And the nice part is once you set this up once, it's going to work for you every single time. And in the settings, for each specific part, we can customize it. So if we go to appointment status, we can actually see there's going to be different ones, ranging from new to confirm to cancel, showed, no show, different stuff like that. In this case, the appointment is going to be confirmed, but again, it could be different. And when it comes to the triggers, they're also going to be different. If we go ahead and click on add new trigger, as you guys see, there's going to be a lot of different options here. And I'm not going to go through each one of them individually because I want to stay on subject. But the point I'm trying to make here is that the platform is capable of pretty much anything, ranging from sales to marketing to appointment bookings. You can kind of do it all. But in this case, we want to type in appointment. And as you guys see, there's going to be 2 options. There's going to be appointment status and customer booking appointment. So if the customer is just booking an appointment, that's the one we want. And then from there, we can always follow up with them, send them emails, reminders, stuff like that. So boom, and that could be another trigger here. And I would also go to filters. We can either filter it by a tag or in calendar. And in calendar, we can go ahead and select exactly what calendar we want to use. So let's go ahead and save this trigger. And boom, Now for a specific trigger, every single time someone books an appointment onto our Let's Go's calendar, boom, they're going to get a confirmation email. Then 24 hours before the appointment, they're going to get emails, SMS, stuff like that. And at the end here, where it gets really complex, where there's different branches around purchasing, you can always delete those right over here if it's going to be too much. But the moral of the story, instead of you guys doing each specific part by hand, confirming appointments, sending SMS reminders, it can do it all for you. And the cool thing, even though the process is going to be automated, you can go ahead and insert different automation tokens, and that way each specific email or an SMS you're sending out can feel personal. Here, let me go ahead and click on an email here, and you can see if we scroll down where it says, hey, contact first name, your appointment is in 24 hours. If this time doesn't work for you, let me know. And there can be multiple links associated with it as well, like adding to Google Calendar, adding to Outlook, canceling, or rescheduling. We can add different attachments if needed. So as I said before, and I don't want to sound like a broken record here, this thing is extremely customizable. Now, if you guys have a very specific case scenario that you want to use it for that the template just doesn't work with, you can always create it from scratch. So let's go ahead and go back here. Let's press confirm. Let's create workflow, create it from scratch. Alrighty. Now, when it comes to the triggers, again, there's going to be a ton ranging from things associated with contacts to events, to appointments, opportunities, affiliates, courses, certificates, and different apps, right? There's a lot. But in this case, you guys probably want to have it be centered around appointments. So go ahead and type in appointment. Now it can be customer booked an appointment or an appointment status, kind of depending on what you want to screen for. And then from there, so let's say I'm going to save this trigger. Boom. Each specific part, you could send an email, send an SMS, have a specific flow in whatever direction you want. You can really make it your own. And you have two options here. You can either do it step by step through just adding these actions one by one and kind of seeing what sticks and what doesn't, or you can utilize the AI system to help you build it. So check it out. Right over here on the left hand side, there's going to be Workflow AI. And here we can literally describe in simple English exactly what we're looking for, and the system is going to help us build it. And there's going to be a lot of different features here, ranging from how do I do something, to assisting with building, to adding an action, configuring an action, right? We fully understand that not everyone is a pro with this platform. And that's GoHighLevel's exact goal. GoHighLevel's whole mission is to make sure that no code is needed and you can build the whole thing in simple English. So if I was in your guys' shoes, literally type in exactly what you're looking for, click on one of these boxes, and it's going to help you build it. And that way you can save yourself a lot of time while automating the whole process. And once everything is set up, make sure that you test this workflow to make sure that everything works, and you'll be ready to go. With these automations, you can use them for many different things, ranging from sending post-call follow-up notes to even sending reminders and emails. If someone was a no-show, you can take it in a lot of different ways. Again, if I was in your guys' shoes, type in exactly what you're looking for, and GoHighLevel is going to help you build it. And if in doubt, use templates as inspiration and then build from there. And there you folks have it. As you guys saw, automating the whole calendar experience with GoHighLevel is pretty straightforward. And the nice part is that features for sales, marketing, CRM are all under one roof, so that way your guys' calendar appointments are going to be neatly organized. And on top of that, with the automations that we went over, you can ensure that nothing slides through the cracks. If you want to try out the platform for yourself, feel free to check out the link down below in the description for a free trial of the platform. And if you get some value out of this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Till next time, peace.